What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go over how you can build a huge and defined back. As you can see, the first exercise we have here is deadlift. This exercise is going to target the erector spinae on your back, which is the long two lines of muscle starting from the base of your neck going all the way down to your glutes. The erector spinae is responsible for extension of the spine, so this is mainly going to be targeted by deadlifts. In regards to technique, I've already made a video on that, so you can go through my channel and have a look at the technique if you're not sure. But just some quick tips: you want to make sure you're not rounding your back, keep your back straight throughout the entire movement, push through your heels and make sure you're controlling the weight. Deadlifts are important for building a well-rounded back because our erector spinae give our back a thicker appearance. Deadlifts are more of a strength movement, so in terms of reps, I'll keep the maximum to an 8 and below. Next on the list is inverted rows. To perform this, we're going to need to set up a bar in a squat rack on the Smith machine at hip height, and then we're going to go underneath the bar, grab the bar overhand so your knuckles are facing up. You're going to bring your arms just outside shoulder width and have your legs straight, and then you're going to pull yourself in towards the bar. When trying to build a well-rounded back, it's important to have horizontal movements. This is because these are going to train our mid-back as well as our lats. Bodyweight rows are a good movement, not only because they're a compound movement and they engage your core, but also because the difficulty can be easily changed. All you have to do is simply change the angle that you're pulling from. So if you want to make it more difficult, you can put the bar lower. If you want to make it easier, you can simply place the bar higher. The other way we can make this movement easier is simply by bending our knees so we have less weight to pull. Then, once this movement becomes too easy, then we can progress it further to doing it unilaterally. This is going to increase our single side strength and also even out any imbalances we may have. And it's also going to help us create a more balanced physique. To perform unilateral bodyweight rows, all we have to do is place one hand on the bar and have the opposite leg on the ground as a counterbalance and keep our core engaged. You can adjust the rows however you need to. The next exercise is the pull-up. This is going to be our vertical pulling movement. Vertical pulling movements primarily target the lats. The lats are the muscles that run down the side of the back and are responsible for shoulder extension. Training our lats well will give us a wider appearance. The pull-up is a great movement for targeting the lats. Although the range of motion is similar to a lat pull down, with a pull-up it's a lot more difficult to cheat the movement, whereas with a lat pull down, some people may use too much momentum which takes away from their lats. Pull-ups are also good because again, they engage your core and they improve your ability to control your own body. With regards to technique, the key points are making sure your hands are in an overhand position to primarily target your lats and minimize bicep activation, and also to make sure your arms are just outside shoulder width and not too wide or narrow. Next, we have an alternative to the inverted rows: wide grip seated rows. The reason we're using wide grip and not a narrow grip is because a narrow grip primarily targets your lats, but a wide grip will allow you to target your mid-back and your upper back and your rear delts. To perform this movement is fairly simple. You start by grabbing the handle that you're going to row with, then keeping your back straight, you're going to lean back slightly to put tension on the back muscles. Then to start the movement, you're going to drive your elbows back and try and squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then to finish the movement, you're going to allow your arms to extend back to the starting position, but you're going to allow your shoulders to come forward and your upper back to round a little bit. Horizontal rows are necessary for building the muscles in our mid-back, such as our rhomboids, and our upper back, as well as our traps and rear delts. With this movement, it's important that we don't start using too much momentum and cheating the reps. Next, we have shoulder shrugs to build the traps. The traps are responsible for elevating our shoulder and retracting our shoulders backwards. So to perform this for maximum effect is very simple. You're going to raise your shoulders up to your ears, and then you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades back together and start the movement again. In my personal experience and what I've seen work for other people is doing this movement without any weight, but doing it for a lot of reps. A lot of people are quick to pick up a lot of weight when doing this exercise and think it's effective, but you don't need to use any weight. Try to do 50 reps and I promise you, you'll feel the burn. So they're all the exercises that you need to build a well-rounded back and target all areas. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.